Okay, y'all. So this came to me because I was hungry. I didn't know what to cook. So me and the kids looked and seen what we had, and I was like, all right, this is what I'm making. So this how this dish came about, and it was delicious. So I started off with the onions, bell peppers, garlic, celery in there, and I cooked that down. And then I also cooked some mushrooms. Now the kids chopped it up and they seasoned it for me, and I cooked it. After that, I put it in a bowl to the side and added us some beans. Now I'm making the roux. Now this was quick. So I made the roux, and I'm starting off with the same pot I cooked the mushrooms in, just to get that nice goodness off the bottom. And I'm using the butter. Once I'm done with the butter, I'm going to go ahead and add in the flour. And as I'm adding the flour, I'm also adding in some of that the water that we boiled the noodles in. Now the kids was helping me all throughout. My son was videoing. My other son was helping prepping. So this was actually quick and easy. And it was something that we just came up with because I was hungry, didn't know what to cook, so I decided to look and see what we had. And so we're making the roux. Now, as we making the roux, trying to get it right, the kids are asking me all kind of questions. What is a roux? Things like that. So I'm explaining that to them as well as cooking. So I kind of love when they're in the kitchen because they get to learn new things, but also they get to learn how to cook. So one day they don't have to depend on nobody. Now it took a minute to make this roux because I did put a lot of flour, but I wanted it to be thick.
Is that all the sauce?
So that's what happened. And as the roux is making, you want to make sure it becomes to a consistency that is smooth. So your soup or stew won't be chunky. In our case, it was stew. And here's the ending part. So before I add anything else, I want to make sure there's no more chunks. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in some cream cheese. Now this is vegan cream cheese, and I only had a little bit left, so I went ahead and added that in. And once I added that in, I wanted to melt and everything, and I added some cashew parmesan plant-based. There's only a little bit left of that, so I threw that in there. And then I threw a little bit left of diet cheese. It's a Mexican blend, but it was good. So I went ahead and I just threw that in there because we only had a little bit left. Mix that all up, making sure it's all smooth and incorporated well. Child, it was good. It wasn't even that long. Now this basin got thick. So I'm just adding coconut milk to thin it out a little bit. And if I do it differently, I would add less coconut milk, only because I like when my sauce kind of stick to the noodles more. And don't worry about the accident, but I like when my sauce kind of stick to the noodles more, and I kind of put a lot. So now I'm adding in all that I cooked before: the beans, the mushrooms, the veggies, and my seasoning. And I'm just stirring it up and incorporating it in. Now I didn't have a big enough pot to mix in the noodles with the stew, so I just did it separate, and this is how it came out. Bye.